Hey, it's Cayman with S&B, and today we're going to be installing our intake kit on this Ford OBS 7.3 liter. We made a couple changes to this intake. One of the big changes was integrating a scoop into the intake kit, since we found that so many people are losing their scoops that go over the battery when they service their battery or change out their battery. We're going to get right into the install. Install is really straightforward on this kit. First step is just going to be removing the hose clamp with the 5/16. The hose clamp was already loose from when we loosened it a little bit earlier. Then we're going to go right over to the top of the airbox with either a quarter drive or a flathead screwdriver. Remove these nuts. This will free up the top of the airbox. Now we're going to go to the front scoop. And this is a 9mm, I believe. Sorry, it's an 8mm. And with an 8mm, remove the flange nut. So now we can remove our scoop. We can remove the top of our airbox and tube. We can get the filter out of there. Now we can get, this is an 11mm, the back nut. Get that removed. And the airbox can come out. And also at this time, you can disconnect the IAT. So we'll show you that in a second. It's just a button. You can actually lift up on the airbox. And then you can remove the IAT. Remove the IAT, simply just press the button right there and it pulls right out of the IAT. This is going to be a reusable, set it aside. And check our install instructions as well if you have a different type of IAT sensor. The install instructions will be a little bit different from this video. Now we're going to take the included grommet, get it installed into the box if you have this style IAT sensor, and then the IAT pushes right into the box. This is the box plug. I always choose to leave this box plug out, but if you're in really hot climates, you can install the box plug, so you simply just pull air through the OEM scoop rather than the side scoop. Now we'll flip the airbox around and get the two mounting grommets installed. Now we'll install the tube seal. It just snaps into the opening of the box. Now with the grommet installed into the included bracket, take the hardware, get this installed into the box. Tighten these down with the Torx. Now we're going to take the tube and figure out which side is going on to the turbo side. And it's going to be this side. This side goes into the airbox. You can see it with the bead there. Get this pushed on. Now the intake as well as the tube can be installed in the truck. Now I like to have the intake just fully assembled when it goes in, so I got the tube pushed into the box, got my IAT in, and I have the coupler slid down a little bit past the tube just to give myself a little bit more clearance so I don't knock the IAT sensor off when I'm installing it. So you can see we're lining up with the post down there. That's on. I got my front two grommet seated. This time I'll slide the coupler over the casted piece. And I'll grab both flange nuts. Sorry, the flange nut and the flange bolt goes on the front. So we'll get this flange nut installed on the stud down there. And we'll get that tightened up. Now we'll get the two hose clamps tightened as well. Now's a good time to put the filter in. So we've got the hose clamp on the filter. Get it pushed onto the tube. And again with another 5/16. Now we'll take the protective cover off of our S&B clear lid, get the snap-in steel installed into the lid. This is ready to be snapped into place. The trick for this is to get it started on one side, so we'll get it started on the side we don't have access to the underside of the seal, but then I'll go around, get all of it pressed in. Now with the lid seal installed, we'll install the front S&B front scoop, grab the OEM flange bolt, and secure this down with our 8mm. Now the install is complete, and go back and make sure all the connections are tight. Make sure you connect your IAT sensor, and you're all set. Let us know if you have any questions.